Well, the Ministry of Agriculture has summoned Green Arava, the Israeli contractor for Galana, Kulalu, to shed light into how operations were financed in the trial phase of the project. National Irrigation Board and the contractor have been at loggerheads over infrastructure development in the area that targets to irrigate at least 10,000 acres by February 2020. Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mwangi Kinjuri says about 5.9 billion shillings has been used in the trial phase. He has now called upon the Attorney General and the National Treasury, as well as the National Irrigation Board, the Judiciary and the Presidential Delivery Unit to assess the project.
Department of Irrigation and NIB. They stayed here for 2 days and they wrote their report from Malindi on their findings. With those findings, now we are able to call the contractor. The reason why I call the contractor is also I want to give them fair hearing so that now we can decide whether to terminate this contract or not. Although NIB had already taken a move to start terminating them. But we are looking at all sides because already we have spent 5.9 billion and all what you owe the contractor is 1.2 billion. We are assessing the works that are done and the works not done. When we arrived here, we visited the river. And you can see that was one of the area whereby NIB and the contractor were not agreeing. Because during the heavy rains that occurred last year, let's call it El Nino, the river changed its course. And also the pumps were submerged. And therefore, we requested the contractor to make good the work. The arguments were there, whether it is his work, or it's our liability. Those are the questions to be answered. Because the contract is still in force, and the question is, because they did not insure, was it our fault, or it's them or us to be blamed? Those are the issues we are discussing, as you can see. When we asked the contractor to come and make the work good, he brought in a bill of 700 million to do the where you have seen. A very short distance, he was asking 700 million. We spent only that 8 million to bring the water back. And you can see today, the water is already running, irrigation going on. Again, they refused to rehabilitate the pumps. Again, we have used our local people, and with them, we have already been able to resurrect 3 pumps that are working, and we are working on the others. The other issue was about cost of production. And you remember very well, all of us had concluded that Galana Kulalu was a mirage, that it was a loss-making venture. Today, as we speak, and before I speak of today, the last harvest that the contractor did, because he was supposed to do 1 or 2 crops,